The next one we have is called the Defender HF. Do you know what HF stands for?
No.
Hydrofoil. Come on,
Hydrofoil.
big buzzword.
Ooh.
So the Defender HF was designed specifically for hydrofoiling and all sports hydrofoiling. So we thought about prone surfing all the way to wing foiling, kite foiling, and that's the reason for this specific flotation and protection layout. So you can see how once a lot of the way it's been designed, it doesn't inhibit, well, we're gonna get showered on, inhibit the interaction with the harness, so the harness fits really well. At the same time, we brought the padding up very high, so when you're prone surfing, you don't have a lot of bulk underneath your chest when you're paddling. And really key on this harness is we backed it up in key strike areas, we call them, with PE board. So besides having padding for impact protection, feel that down in there?
Yeah.
You have a hard piece.
So you're not
so
gonna
if
get skewered?
Exactly. So if you come in contact with your wing, not the wing you're flying,
No.
but say your wing on your hydrofoil, your, some of those fuses are kind of pointy, your mast, your board, there's a little extra protection in there. The other thing is we put that PE all the way up through the shoulder. Sometimes you have to carry your foil on your shoulder and your mast is kind of digging into your shoulder, so we alleviated that.
Great ideas.
Yeah, so this is called the Defender HF. So we're releasing a helmet this year. So we have one hard shell helmet called the Universe, 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large, highly adjustable since we have the dial adjustment in the back, so we cover a very large size range of heads out there. CE certified, has all the certifications for a hard shell helmet. What's really nice about this one is on the inside, we use thermal formed EVA rather than using foam. So foam does a couple things. Foam absorbs water. So then when you crash, absorbs water, you come up out of the water and it just keeps draining. It just keeps draining into your eyes, keeps draining into your face. So this will shed water really quick. The other thing with the thermal formed, it'll dry really fast rather than just being soggy, soggy the entire time. So, and last is it retains being lightweight. Any type of water you get in there, just gains water weight. So there we go. Cool. Comes with the ear pads on it, so you can remove the ear pads. Like if you want to have an ear pad in there for extra protection, maybe a little extra warmth. Yep, you can have the ear pad, or you can run it without the ear pad.
Then you have a soft shell.
We do. We came out with a soft surf cap, which is just. This is built just like an impact vest, so this is thermal formed EVA also, lycra laminated. It's just that for that extra layer of protection. Someone that doesn't want to wear a hard shell, this is actually more hydrodynamic, so to speak. So when you crash, you don't have this bobblehead on you, so it's a little bit more slim and sleek. A little bit warmer overall. And it just gives you that extra layer of protection, so you feel like you're like, I don't want to wear a hard shell, but I do want something, a little extra layer. And like, you've probably seen people, they've been wearing rugby helmets, foiling and stuff like that. This is highly inspired from that. There's been a couple other soft surf caps.
It's like an old school football helmet when they used to wear them when they were lathered. Right?
Totally. So that's the big foil boards, wing boards. We have it covered. Tons of sizes that will fit it all. Everything in our foil board, wing board, from a 5.0 bag all the way up to a 7.6. Has all the features you would want with reflective to keep the heat down. The board bag's vented to keep the heat down. It is a sidewall construction, we call it, with 4mm foam in it, so you can travel with it if you pack smartly. And then obviously for the foils, we have a very long Velcro foil slot because everyone's mass positions are different. And we actually did a pretty deep dive in all the boards out there for foils, and our board bag, if you look at the dims, will pretty much fit any board out there that you have. So if you have like a 5.4, our 5.6 bag is going to be perfect for that 5.4 in terms of in terms of the dimensions and so forth. You have a 5.0, it's going to go right into this 5.0 bag. Say you got a 410, it's going to be perfect in this 410, even if that 410 bag, that 410 board is really wide. So we took the dimensions into consideration to fit all shapes and sizes of boards. So we love wingsurfing. I started, this year and definitely was bit by the bug, and in certain conditions I love it. I love the freedom of it, and I love the accessibility. You know, you can go to places that you can't kiteboard at. You know, and
Absolutely.
it's still windy. You can go on these crazy lakes where you got to paddle out to the wind line. You know, and go get your session or whatever. And it's really nice. And as we can see, it's growing. Obviously, hopefully bringing a lot of new people into the sport,
That's
which I think it will.
great thing that I think about it, just bringing more people to the water, learning about the winds.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe then they'll kiteboard or
Absolutely. Well,
they might even windsurf.
if they want the next level of foiling, they can start to use a kite with it, right?
Absolutely. So we're making some wing-specific products. You know, we see a need out there, and we're really excited about a few things. So the first thing that we have out right now is what we call the Venanco wing harness. And one of the beauties about wingsurfing is you actually don't need a harness, right? Like you can go out there and wingsurf without a harness. And to me, it's like that is one of the appeals of it. It's like not as gear intensive, arguably so, because you still need a foil in most cases. You know, you still need this board, you still need a wing, you probably need a couple wings. So there's gear involved because it is a sport. And a lot of people argue each side of the fence on if a harness is needed or not needed. But I'm under the belief now and the feeling now that like it's not a matter of
if you do need a harness.
If you're going to use a harness, it's a matter of when, for sure.
Especially if the wings get more high performance.
Yeah, and even at this show, a lot of people have come in and they've been like, oh yeah, you know, I love windsurfing because I don't need a harness. Send them out a harness, they just come back and they're like, oh man, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm probably going to use a harness. But our design theory behind it is we wanted to design everything in that vein of simple minimalist and keep it as true to the simplicity of wingsurfing. So nothing really overbuilt, just getting it right to what you need and nothing above. So there's nothing fancy and all that stuff. In our harness, we want it to be completely unobtrusive. You put it on and you actually forget it's on and it's there when you need it. And we've really achieved that. So we have the Venanco designed, you know, to give you some back support. It's a lightweight ripstop nylon over a closed cell foam to disperse all those pressure points, you know, so you're not point loading. To get into the harness, we have a triple closure, so it's nice and secure. And with that triple closure, that actually aids in the support too. Since it is so minimal, we wanted to have it so you could tighten it up a bit. You actually feel that back support, and then it is it's going to give you that pull from the line and disperse it through everything. And the last one, this is one of the most important ones, is this sliding webbing hook. So you put it on, so now you have this hook that slides. That does a couple things.
Like a rope spreader bar.
Sort of, but it's not really. It does a part of that. But the main thing is when you're wingsurfing, you have to be either prone on your board and paddle. And if you have a fixed hook in the middle, what's happening is you're dinging your board, you're scratching your board, you're ripping up your EVA. So now you can move it on the side, you can paddle out. So like I was saying, sometimes you got to paddle out to the wind line. So now you can paddle easily, put it back in place. You can hook it nice and easy. The other thing, a lot of the people on sinker boards, they don't switch their feet. So now you can ride toe side and you can't have it orientated over there. Make progression, ride more efficiently upwind on your toe side, rest your arms, check your Strava on your watch if you do that, you know, fix your hat, your helmet, whatever. So with right now, it's kind of hard to do that unless you're neutralizing the wing on a piece of swell. So yeah, we're really excited about this with the Venanco wingsurf harness. We do put 2 outboard D-rings on the back. That's so you can connect a piece of Dyneema back here, hook your leash to it, to your board, because a lot of people wear a waist leash to the board.
You don't need a waist leash, obviously, if you don't.
Exactly. You can hook your wing leash, you know, like I wear a waist leash for my wing. You can hook it right here. That goes to your wing, so then your hands are free. You don't have the wrist leash on it. And yeah, so like I said, we think it's only a matter of when everyone's going to be wearing harnesses. And if you haven't tried a harness, definitely try one, because it'll keep you on the water longer. You won't roast your arms, and you'll go upwind better than all your buddies that don't have a harness.
Check it out. Ride engine Venanco.
You got it. Cool, thanks, Sweet.